Hi, welcome to Planetary Calendars, Astro Forecast. I'm Ralph D. Meachus, one of the calendar's astrologers. This is the forecast for May 16th through the 22nd, 2022. We're starting off the week with the moon moving into Sagittarius, which is always nice. It's a very optimistic moon. Pluto and Jupiter are making both good aspects to the moon. Mercury is making kind of a challenging aspect to the moon because it's opposite the moon, in Gemini, and it's also retrograde. so be careful in terms of communications that day because it may be a little more heightened, and some of the Mercury retrograde stuff might annoy you more emotionally. Okay. On the second day of the week, on the 17th, Tuesday, the moon is still in Sagittarius. Very nice, optimistic moon. It's interesting. You got Venus and Saturn making good aspects to the moon. You got Mars and Neptune making challenging aspects to the moon. All mutable kind of stuff going on. People stuff should be real interesting that day. People could be very social, but it could be on both the plus and minus side. But you could get a lot done. It's especially interesting because Mars is conjunct Neptune in Pisces. This could be a really confusing day, or it could be a really imaginative day. You could really tap into creativity. If I was still doing sculpture, this is a day I'd want to go into the studio and carve marble maybe, because it's just, very Piscean, very energetic. You're going to find all the Pisces have a lot of energy at this time. On the 18th, the moon is going to move into Capricorn very early in the day. So there was a void course that started late in the night before and very early on the 18th. So the moon moves into serious, emotionally constrained Capricorn. The only aspect going on that day is actually, so just after the moon goes into Capricorn, Jupiter will be squaring it from Aries. So you'll feel it early in the day. So, if you're planning any long distance trips because it's Jupiter, it's going to really take some focus and some discipline to get things done. The good thing about the Capricorn moon is that it's emotionally very disciplined. So it's not inclined to big outbursts as compared to, some other moon positions. On the 19th, we have lots of stuff going on. This is I feel like the whole week this week has been gently coasting along. And then we got to the 19th and the 20th, because on the 19th, there are multiple aspects going on the line. There is a Sun trine Pluto, there's Sun parallel Mercury, there's Mars parallel Neptune, and Mercury sextile Jupiter. So you have a lot of energy going on at the same time that Uranus and Neptune are both making good aspects to the moon. So all kinds of stuff going on. It's a very, very earthy day. Venus is making a bit of a challenge to the to the moon in Capricorn from Aries. You might feel that a little bit, but there's a lot of energy that day, so try to take advantage of it. Finally, on Friday, like I said, the weeks leading up to this is when the sun enters Gemini. On the day when the sun will be trine the moon will move into Aquarius early in the day at 5:52 a.m. So this is a very, very airy day. And you have both Mars, Pluto, Mercury, and Jupiter making nice aspects to the moon. This is a very highly electrified day. Anytime you add Aquarius into it, it electrifies the energy. Aquarius has a lot to do with, higher energies. At the same time that, the moon is now going into, Gemini and air signs. So it's going to be a highly electrified day, a very social day. A really pleasant day to do things. On the first degree of a sign, it always carries a lot of power with it. So be very aware of that. On the 21st, the Saturday, very nice, easygoing day. The sun is conjunct Mercury, and Mercury is still retrograde. It's going to be retrograde until the early part of next month. This could actually be a good thing for the Mercury retrograde because Mercury retrograde in Gemini is so disruptive. Though actually, I guess by this point, no, Mercury hasn't backed into Taurus quite yet. But when it's conjunct the sun tends to overwhelm the energy. So you're not quite as subject to Mercury's short attention span theater. Venus is making a nice aspect. to the moon from Aries to Aquarius, and then Uranus is making a square to the moon from Taurus. And finally, on the 22nd, on the Sunday, Mercury enters Taurus. It's backing into Taurus. Okay? So it's like, you know when they back up a big truck and you hear that beep, 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 and it's so annoying. That's what makes me think of that. That's what I feel like when I hear about Mercury backing into Taurus. Okay? So anything to do with communications, Lonnie warned you already about during the Mercury retrograde, don't buy new phones, don't buy new electronics, in spades on the 22nd. It's the third quarter moon, so energy is winding down. Mars is sextile Pluto. That could be good, could be bad, because it's intense. Anytime Mars and Pluto get together, it tends to intensify physical energy. But the moon will go into Pisces early in the day, 8:49 a.m. So it really is a kind of a good day to kind of step back, relax. Don't be too ambitious about the 22nd. Okay, that's all. Just don't be too ambitious about the 22nd. Allow yourself some emotional space. Because as you go into the 23rd, which Lonnie will talk about, we have a nice white circle day, a sun sextile Jupiter, all kinds of good stuff on the coming Monday. All you got to do is kind of relax your way through Sunday. So that's the forecast for the 16th through the 22nd. Remember, come see us. We do our forecast every Friday for the coming week, and we do our portraits every Tuesday. You can find those at Planetary Calendar Astrology on YouTube, and please subscribe. And for your calendars, remember, we are still shipping out planetary calendars. There are a lot of people who still haven't gotten them. We're still going to the post office. So until next time, be well.